So not everyone's seeing a cool down, and things are going to flip around as we head into next weekend. Here's a look at the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, showing things a little different than what we're seeing right now. Look at that, above normal temperatures expected here across the northern half of the country once we get, say, into next weekend and beyond. We're going to talk about that today, plus we're going to talk about the pattern shift that we're seeing right now. But let's talk about where we are right now. We've got this ridge still here across the west, keeping things warm. And then here in the east, a bit of a trough here. We have some cold air aloft here moving through parts of Missouri. We also have a front just kind of stalled out here. And that boundary has really been a focal point for showers and storms, and it's going to be so. So more rain showers in many of the areas that actually could use some rain. Unfortunately, I know some areas got a little too much rain. I guess you got to take the bad with the good. Severe drought starting to develop in some areas, so it's good that we did get some rain. Again, maybe it was too much at once, but look what happens as we move toward the middle part of the week. We've got this ridge here across the west, at least in the northwest, starting to break down some. We've still got our ridge here, but look, it started to shift a little bit east, and this right here, that'll be something to watch. We're still looking at, what, Thursday into Friday, but that could bring some severe weather into the northeast as this cold pocket of air moves through, and that will really lead the charge of the change that will start to happen as we head toward the end of the week. Now we're starting to see this ridge shift off to the east. Now it's pushing well into Canada, almost to the Hudson Bay here, and that means, I think, above normal temperatures, especially around the Great Lakes. So the hot weather is back, but look across the west, some much needed heat relief here. We may actually get some rain showers in some areas that maybe typically don't see rain this time of year. But either way, temperatures on the way down across the west for a little while. Heading into next week, things kind of flatten out. We've got our big subtropical high here, jet stream way to the north, and I think it gets hot again heading into next week with temperatures above average. Here's a look at the rainfall totals on the GFS model through a week from now. Again, you can't take this completely literal, but you can see the idea of more rain generally here across the southeast, hit or miss storms here across the Great Lakes, across the central part of the country. We're going to see some rain showers here too. It's been a little dry in some areas, but again, not as much rain here across the plains states, but more monsoon showers here across the southwest, keeping the wet weather around, at least here. The good news of this, I mean, while there will be some severe weather widespread, take a look at this. The day 2 convective outlook here from the Storm Prediction Center, just general thunderstorms. You don't even have a marginal risk showing up on Monday. Heading into Tuesday, same thing. That doesn't mean things won't change, but we don't have any major triggering mechanisms for severe weather. Let's time some of this out for you because there will be some heavy rain. I think that will be a threat, at least hazard-wise, with weather. Look at all the rain now moving here through the Mid-South, also the Mid-Atlantic from Virginia up into Maryland as we head into Monday morning. Kind of a wet commute for some of these areas. Some of the rain could be heavy at times as this system moves through. Again, and our front just kind of washed out here, so it'll be a focal point for showers. And then that bulk of rain really moves into the northeast as we get into Tuesday morning with, look, another wave trying to form down here. And look, everything just kind of riding north and east. So we are seeing repeating rounds of rain in some areas. So again, flooding could be a bit of a concern. Not a major concern, but in some areas where we've seen repeating rounds of rain, that's something to watch out for. We do have our next system starting to drop into the Great Lakes as we head into Tuesday. Monday, though, across what? Wisconsin, Michigan, looking okay, at least for southern parts of these states. The UP and northern parts of Wisconsin start to see the influence of that next system swinging through, bringing some showers in as we head into Tuesday. And especially as we head into Wednesday, all of that starts to sag to the south across the plains and across the central United States down to Texas and into the Rockies. Showers here all the way down into Texas as we head into Monday. Some of these will really start to pulse up heading into the afternoon and evening hours, especially across Texas. So it looks wet here and scattered showers here across the plains. Certainly not a washout. And there goes your next system again. We watched that moving out of Texas and Arkansas moving northeast. Here comes a bit of a push of some drier air by Wednesday, still keeping things dry across the northern plains. High temperatures, much cooler than what we've seen over the last couple of weeks. There's your numbers for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Cool across the northern part of the country. Look at the 70s up here. We'll see repeating rounds of rain, but look what happens by Friday. You notice all that red coming back. Temperatures heading back above average across the central plain states and also across the Rockies. I'm telling you, speaking of the Rockies, it is hot. We're going to get to that in just a second, but look at these temperatures across Montana. Triple-digit heat here. Numbers will start to warm up here, especially across Oklahoma, Nebraska, into Texas, back up into the 90s, 100s here possible across parts of South Dakota. So from Pierre all the way west into parts of Wyoming and Montana. Triple-digit heat, at least for a couple of days. Some relief, though, for those areas by Friday, but the heat sticks around here for the plains. across the west. Here is where the heat really is. Let's back this up and take you. There you are on Sunday, just for some reference. It gets hotter heading into Monday, Tuesday. Triple-digit heat here from the southwest all the way up into the Central Valley, even eastern Washington, eastern Oregon, down into parts of Idaho. 108, 109 possible, especially in the valleys. Some cooler weather, though, by the end of the week. You saw those numbers dropping back. We're getting rid of the triple-digit heat here, at least in the Pacific Northwest. Central Valley may even drop back into the 90s, and then we're still in the triple digits here across the far southwest. All right, that's all I got for now, guys. If you enjoyed this content, I hope you will subscribe and come back, and I hope you have a great week. See you later.